I'll be honest, I am tired of dealing with these dudes. We've been running back and forth with them for
It's you again.
episodes.
What is it?
We need to find out about drugs. Can't do that again yet. I've talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you. Maybe let's not let's not say all that. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. That's a little bit aggressive. What is this? Logic? Boosting it one probably isn't gonna do a whole lot. Let's say, be aggressive. Be
Like
aggressive.
hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry
yep.
at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
Am I qualified to do that? I don't know.
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
No, you did. I don't trust myself to do it, so there you go.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
So we're gonna say that they're set. Well, it's kind of the whole, make things legal or whatever, so that you won't have as much of the problems that come with drugs and whatnot. I'm guessing that's kind of what they're getting at.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed.
That's exactly who I was thinking of.
Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
You say that, but someone just got murdered outside. It's not that pleasant. Where is this paradise?
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here.
Yeah, okay.
My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
What is that inflection? And what about this Ruby? Is she the 8th Hardy who runs this thing for you?
You sure do love long walks through Theory Town, don't you? Well, I'm thirsty now. Thirsty for beer. Got any less theoretical questions, Cobb?
He doesn't let it show, but must be a little impressed. You've put a lot of things together, fast.
Hey, look at us. We're not as trash as we thought we were. That's still very low. Or can I try it again? We might be able to retry it, actually. Though we'll come back to that. Let's see what happens if talk to Joyce, the merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Yee.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Y'all might be in trouble. I don't know if this is true. I don't remember if that is true, but let's roll with it. We might get some info. Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
Y'all gonna have a shootout in this hostel or whatever it is?
You heard the man.
Fair
Right here.
enough.
We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Who's Glenn?
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident,
This
ready to
one?
punch out
Oh,
the whole merc
don't
platoon.
remember. The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon. Yeah, they're rogue. You guys aren't gonna just be like, oh, we got guns and can do anything.
Big fucking surprise.
So y'all might be
They
in trouble.
hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
That's what I'm asking you.
He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear in check.
Fair enough. I guess there's no reason to freak out about it. You either get ready or let it go. This Crenel is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals with decades of combat experience. They are not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening in on their communications. Their shit is way apart.
I mean, there's a difference from being just out chilling, drinking or whatever than being like on a legit mission. I think you guys are underestimating them.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
Well, I guess I hope you guys are right. I hope you guys don't die.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am.
All right. All right, then.
What do you mean? Okay.
What do you mean? What do I mean? Okay. I mean, okay. They're going to wipe you out, Titus. I mean, okay, you got this. You got the numbers. I mean, okay, I'll be on your side when they come. No. I mean, okay, you got more gun on your side. You have one more gun on your side once I find mine. I lost it now. Can I just say, I mean, okay, goodbye? Like, I don't want to get involved. No. Why? This game wants me to take sides so bad, but I don't like anyone. Like, I don't care. I mean, okay, I'll be on your side when they come. No. I mean, okay, you got one more gun on your side once I find mine. I lost it. No. I don't know. Because I really don't want to, like, be on anyone's side. I don't want to get involved in this if I don't have to, but none of these are good. Just, you got this.
Goddamn right we do. We done it before. Ain't that right, fellas?
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle-hardened urban soldiers, man. We got the guns and the reserves.
Yeah, okay.
We got reserves.
This guy will be the first one to bail.
They're not going to do well if this really goes down. 3% chance. See, I don't want to blow my skill points on this. Oh, I have 2. Maybe I can. It's still very low. I mean, I do want more logic. That's not a bad place. But no, because we kind of want to boost some thought cabinet stuff too, so.
Oh no, he's stuck again. Please, someone, just animate him. Get a move on, asshole. Stop, your mouth is open. Close it. It's stop drooling.
Oh,
run
Lord.
around or something. Hit yourself in the face. Anything. No one has any idea what to do with you if you just stand here. Gladly.
Let's move it on. Dang. So, well, we've at least confronted them about the drug trade, so that's more important right now. How do we find him? Oh, it's the dude up front. I forgot about that completely. Let's go see if he has anything to say. The night's almost coming to an end for the day. Oh, yep, it got dark.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I think you might be able to help me decipher some tattoos.
Don't think so.
You're a liar.
This feels like a really, really bad idea.
We're investigating a murder. These tattoos were on the victim's body.
Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving, hard as a stone, but beneath it, you see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Can you tell me what the tattoos mean?
What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
I don't know if this is... Yes, I do, but I feel like this is a setup.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Well, we're not going to back off because we need information, but I guess if y'all don't want to hear something graphic, you might want to skip ahead. We got to hear it. Yeah, I'm going to cut that out. I was not a fan of that.
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
We didn't really learn anything new, but other than that, I guess one of the stars just represents an atrocity, so that might go back to what's her name on the roof was talking about, how like when she like asked what one of them was, he's like, oh no, that's too messed up to talk about. So yeah, maybe they're all kind of terrible things, evil things. Let's just get going. I did not like that. I don't think we can do this until we can get across the bridge, which is not till tomorrow. So, we got a bit of time to look around for stuff.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you! You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding!
We gonna see. Oh dang, they got talismans up and stuff? What we got here? Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man, merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down?
What? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Knocking on the door sounds like something stupid. But what if something knocks back?
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo.
Maybe I should break it down, but not before I strategize?
That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed.
Alright, I guess check my posture.
Steady breathing. Solid core. You've got this. With one shoulder forward, you're ready to smash into the door like a battering ram.
And of my surroundings?
The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish. But the path to the door is clear.
Okay, but what about the door?
It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable.
Well, let's give it a try. Hey, my boy's about to get physical.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
Nice.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Smashing the door and shout free. No. just go for it, my dude. We don't need to be even more of a menace than we already are. I need to heal up. You never know, the ghost might kill us. A gym?
What is this place?
Looks like that's what I thought. Looks like a gym.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Thanks for the tip, because I wouldn't have even thought about it.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Okay, well, we're too late to be thinking about what if there was a reason. We already knew that. No point in asking that. Let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious here.
Sounds good.
No reason to get cold feet now. Ooh. All right. Ooh, that's cool. But now we gotta use these to move. Punching bag. Sand is dripping from a punching bag. Oh, a ball. Smells like leather and sweat. Give me this. We can give that to the dudes outside. Sweet. The poster says Citrus Fortis. The rest is worn off. Okay. Let's start here. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
But who are we trying to impress? Kim? I don't think
There
this
are
man
no
cares.
collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Why does it feel so familiar? My head hurt? Oh, I did bust down the door. Boop. This is familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Wrestling? As the smell of rubber, squeaky sound of sneaker. No. Wait, what? I don't know.
It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
All right. There's no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
These are both kind of unnecessary.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
We'll just hurt ourselves and kill ourselves. If we had a better chance, I'd do it. But Kim, I need you to move. Thank you. Those are stairs, looks like. Anything else? Looks like that's it. The hallway's blocked by old window panes and debris. Okay. Nothing over here. Okay. A large demijohn? Demijohn? Interesting, full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. What is that noise? Steal some money. Naked man. What is this noise? A strange yellow color. It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. What's worse, being heartbroken or roach bit? Heartbroken or roach bit? Is this Emma's atelier? Who was Emma? I do not remember. But maybe Rise is out here. Skis with Slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. We saw something else with Slipstream, right? Steel rotor blades bearing a Slipstream logo. What is this? Production schedule, filament memory? What is that? Items. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feel oddly fragile in your hands, its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule note. This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. But we can't interact with it, okay. So maybe we'll end up giving that to someone. Looks like nothing else in here. Where are the clothes it used to display? Oh, we're talking about the mannequin. Is this a door? Okay, how do we get back there? What's worse, being hot broke a roach bit, hot broke a roach bit. I don't see anything we can really, because we can't get back there though, can we? Oh, here we can. I just didn't look enough. Here, look at this first.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the photos.
The
We'll go
photo
left to
collage
right.
depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much needed respite from our own world.
I mean, let's stick to the eggnog.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Okay, what's up with the drawings? It looks like an elf.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic.
Welkins? I've never heard of
Translucent
that.
welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
I need up my fantasy.
Who are
game?
all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Is it important? Examine.
It's Vara
Enhance.
Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
So,
The Haldor,
all right.
the
Let's
Twarg,
not do that.
the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
So basically elves. But I wonder if this is like a real person's feeling about whatever. Well, not whatever, but because there's obviously a lot of racial things going on down in the city. So I wonder if this is someone's, I guess, ascribing their thoughts onto this world.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welking creatures.
And that's what I'm saying. Is it like our lorry driver down there, coming up here every now and then to play fantasy racism? Who are these creatures? Who drew them?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Okay. One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
This is true. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Their appreciation.
And for what? All gone.
True, I guess no one comes up here anymore. You never know, though. Maybe whoever drew this stuff used it for something. So let's inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss. An abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain.
Okay, what happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals
So then
call
is all
the
of this
doomed
just
commercial
for
area.
some kind
She
of
tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's
D&D
unwise.
or RPG game that someone's drafting up?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
So is
A
this
diagram
really...
for summoning some time-forgotten being? The symbols seem very esoteric.
Okay, so how does this connect to stuff? Or is this just really a random thing?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here. This must be an elaborate piece of art. Of course, the anatomy of the curse. Unclear. It is... Looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency.
Sir?
A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program.
Then why did... Whatever. Anyway. So who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
So it's like a radio D&D?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara. All of this is gone, left unrealized.
It's unfortunate.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Dang. What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Dang, it's unfortunate. Probably would have been cool if it got going.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
The radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Well, turn it on. See what
The
happens.
machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
What's inside?
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
Wait, is that the little...
The filament you have would fit
Yeah.
perfectly inside the compartment.
little cube we found in the drawer?
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology.
Sir, calm down.
The static
It's
gets
not
louder,
that serious.
slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeat Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Cam, take over. I don't know what's happening. What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Okay, thanks.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes?
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
This is the police. Please open this thing. Can a password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Oh, well. This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder, Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
You have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Sounds cool. And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
That's it for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Okay.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
So let's press print.
Nothing happens.
Oh, okay, well. What do you got, Kim? What do you got?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It seems like a failed business. The only question is, what were they making? Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. I don't think so. I think it's just a failed business.
That is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they planning to do that? Has anyone ever done this before? Oh. How are they planning to do
Through
that?
call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His
Makes
fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Well, let's get into it, Kim. What's going on? Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Okay, well, what do you think happened to this company? I mean, you said they ran out of money.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
They were into insane stuff. If they could do this, it was just a play to cheat. No. The curse got them. I see no other explanation. Oh, yeah, what is up with the curse? I forgot that was even a thing. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Dang, unfortunate.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Maybe if we can find the password. Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Maybe if we find the password, we can come back at some point. It might even be in there somewhere and we just missed it, but let's keep moving for now. Money and magnesium. Not a whole lot going on in here. There's a bear with a door?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful.
Okay. What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
It has power.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
I mean, yeah, I figured that.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Nah, relax, Kim, it's a fridge. Nah, keep your hand on that thing. Look in the refrigerator.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Okay. Sure, examine the ice cream.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
What's a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to sell ice cream for this hypercarnivore, from this hypercarnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Maybe we should unplug it. Where do we want to go first? Oh, there's so much to look at. What's this? An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Can we go in, or? Okay. Two rusty rifles hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. What is this place?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Yeah, where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Kinda.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs.
Ew.
Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect the
Most
rifles.
of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
This is true. Gimme.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Could the murder weapon be looking? Could the murder weapon we're looking for be similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes, a breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
Okay. Well then, what does it mean? This being?
It means there are firearms, breech loaders, still lying around in Martinez. This could prove useful in our case against Ruby for Titus. Men are easily swayed by the sight of a rifle.
He likes this find.
Cool. Let us roll. Can I use that to shoot somebody? No, because it's not under tools, unfortunately. Oh, we did look at that. Dang, there's a lot of stuff in here. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Okay, maybe we should turn some of this stuff off. Well, we're standing here anyway. All right.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
No reason to keep these on.
Why did you do that?
Am I not supposed to? Because can I? What? These are terrible answers.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but
Fine,
somewhere
I'll plug
a
it back
machine
in.
hums along with the current, happy and contented.
Because isn't that for this? More money and that. Sir, I said the door.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Okay. And then the wall collapsed is inaccessible now. And what is this?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here.
I
In
got
the
a
darkness
flashlight.
you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Okay. Oh, I want to check the note. I might have a password on it.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, is going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Is that the place that Everett was talking about? What do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
12 to 40 months? Dang. Wait, what are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
These people are gonna have to move away. Can we do something about this?
I should have seen it. Everard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone. However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Everard won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village.
Fair.
You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
Okay. So we got a lot of stuff that has to just wait till tomorrow. Kind of hoping it would have the password, but guess not. Insane mesh tank top. Sure, take it. Why not? Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Oh, that just leads out? What in the world? Wait a minute. Go back. I guess that makes sense. But see, why is she talking about it being haunted? We didn't find anything cursed. Unless we missed something. Okay, wait, where does the black wire go? Does it not all go? We might have missed something. Maybe we should look in here a little bit more.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient.
Okay, so that
You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Let's not.
Yes, how grown up. The furnace agrees.
I'm glad it agrees.
The lieutenant seems relieved as well. A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Makes sense.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Okay, we kind of don't have anything then.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Wait, so this is a different, or it was in the envelope, but something else. Interesting. Okay, read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Suliswaf.
It's in the frozen ice cream maker. Oh, I turned it off, but I turned it back on. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. That might be bad. Remind me again, what's the filament memory?
It
It's a
belongs
thing in the
inside a
box.
radio computer,
Yeah.
storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
I wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Who do you think the illiterate
Really?
ginger kid is?
You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Let's see. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker would be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
Oh, hopefully us turning that off didn't mess up anything. Because that might be bad.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying,
Oh, I'm
like
worried.
stirring your
I'm
childhood
worried.
dreams. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to
Okay,
get
at
a
least
good
it's still
grip.
cold.
A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need...
Have the pry bar. Okay. Okay. Pry bar, pry bar, pry bar. Good thing we did take some of this stuff and didn't just leave it.
This
the-
orange
the
machine
car.
is buzzing like an
Heroic.
old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Why is the pry bar not strong enough? Do we have any other instruments? Bolt cut, chain cutters? No. So it's kind of just we gotta try.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Do I have anything that might boost our power? Clothes. Physical instrument. Boom. Authority. Logic. Half-life. Chemistry. That's all we got. Alright, we can see if that helps at all. Probably not.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Let's try it.
It has the ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
What's this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. I have no idea, officer.
Sooner or later,
Maybe if we turn this off?
only the black cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the red one, something close.
Why did you do that?
Because it's black. It's not, well, it's not like the red
The
one.
lieutenant
Maybe that'll help.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked eye. Turning the crank feels oddly It's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? The ice squeak. You see the pry.
Yeah, well,
Okay, so
that's
it's
a
not
good
good
pry
enough.
bar. I'm not criticizing it. I have no idea.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this
Alright, so we just gotta roll.
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker. Somewhere, a machine.
I think we'll call it there because we've done some stuff. I think we'll probably go back and question the lady about why she thinks this is cursed, because there's really nothing over here. But other than that, we went on a tangent, and we'll check it out next time.